Hey buddy, there's a super special reason you're reading these words right this second. Like I guided you straight here on purpose. You've been asking me for clear getting. You've been thinking how you'll keep going on the road I set for you, where the help will come from for the jobs ahead, and how you'll step into what's next without going back to the ways I asked you to leave. Here's the reel I give you. I'm giving for you in ways that'll confuse those around you. Others might not get how this happens for you. They won't understand you're going ahead without usual help. You're building without needing to owe, or you're rising without giving up your main beliefs. This is because my being there rests on you. When your supply comes from me, the ways of this world lose their power. This goes beyond just world money. This talks of special support food from beyond what's seen and backing for your life's calling that comes from a different place. Get this true, my beloved. This isn't just facts. It's a heaven yes meant for you right now. If you've wondered how you keep moving forward, how you keep building, how you stay on this path, this is my answer from above. The way I'm holding you up will puzzle the world. Not everyone will fully get these words. Only those whose insides match this true. Those who stay with it will find the clear they look for, uncover hidden insights, and gain a deeper knowing of the not-seen system holding them up. This is a living true. Coming back to it will always show you something new. Return to these words whenever your inside needs sure. Each time you connect with them, a new layer of getting will open. A special plan will become clearer, and you'll be reminded that your giving comes from a place they can't see. Now let me show you something important. I changed the direction you meant to go so my giving could flow to you. Everything you're feeling right now is on purpose. The ways that closed off the quiet times, the surprise, turns none of. It happened by accident. What you saw as a slow was actually a heaven plan opening. What felt like things falling apart was me clearing away the old so the new could show. If you've wondered why your old ways don't work anymore, why the methods that once did good seem not working now, why what you built seems to be falling around you, this is the why. I changed the direction you meant to go so my giving could flow to you. You were moving forward based on thinking. You had a plan. You followed the steps you thought were right. You depended on set ways thinking and your own try to get results. But I saw something you couldn't see. I saw your plan had limits. I saw that the way you were heading would in time make small the scope of my reason for you. So I stepped in not to stop you, but to protect your special reason. I had to close that path to show a deeper true to you. I had to stop your usual way of doing to show you a more deep beat. I let certain sources get less so you'd stop depending on the world's supply and start drawing from my giving, which is beyond the normal place. The Real is my buddy. You were never meant to carry everything through, just try alone. You weren't made to rely only on your own strong. That was only for a time, not for the new phase I have for you. I'm now moving you into a heaven flow, and this flow doesn't follow the rules of this world. Within this heaven flow, what once took time will happen quick. What you chased will start to come to you. What felt heavy will become light, because my good is guiding you. I'm showing you a new way to live, my precious one. A way where my good does more than any world money. Where your want to follow me opens doors no human try or link ever could. Where your simple yes to my want matters more than your world spot. You're being drawn away from the world's methods and into my system of giving from above. This might feel strange at first. You might feel like you don't see clear where you're going. This is the heart of moving forward based on trust, not on what's seen. You don't need to see the whole path. Just take the one step I show you. Certain people and spots you depended on were not meant to stay forever. Some links that got less were me making room, not a bad for you. Some chances that didn't happen were actually me leading you elsewhere. I was making space because I'm about to do something your own plans couldn't do. You didn't fail. You were freed. You didn't lose your way. You were led on to a new one. You aren't slow in my timing. You're actually more ahead in spirit, even if the outside signs don't show it. Others may not get why you no longer do like you used to. They might question your choices, your speed, or your quiet times. But what they don't see is that you're now following my specific leading. You aren't chasing the next thing. You're being guided to what's meant for you. And that's why my giving is coming. This time of your life will open in a way unlike any other. You won't need to force things to happen. You won't need to beg for help or fight through hard. You're going to see what it means when I give for what I began, when I good what I said. And this is why I turned your old methods. Because this new path comes with the full help of heaven. Now get this basic true for your path. The work you're doing isn't just random do. You aren't simply chasing a personal dream, making who you are, or following a passing like. You're living out a special job given straight by me. You were set aside for something one of a kind, something special. And because of this, my buddy, you're not moving forward alone. You're moving with my heaven backing. This is why even when you lack all the world stuff, all the human help, or all the clear steps, things still move ahead. That isn't random chance. That isn't just luck. Know this, my buddy. What comes from me carries my full good. When I set something moving, it holds the weight of my want. If I begin a work in you, I also make sure it has what it needs. When I speak a reason into being, I send the help needed to see it through. Maybe you look around and feel you don't have enough for the trip, but you hold my direction in you. You carry the getting I've placed in your heart. You have my clear call on your life. And my beloved, that's far more than enough for all of heaven's stuff to line up with. Get this true, my precious one. I don't wait for everything to be perfect. I only need your simple yes to walk with me. Your yes to my leading opens the door for help that isn't from this world. My place doesn't back. Every try, my help flows toward what lines with my reason. And because I myself set this special job in your inside, the full strong of my being there stands with you even when you can't feel it. When I give a path to someone, I also pick the ways for them to be kept on it. But hear this important true. The ways I give often come from places you least think. My methods often show up where you weren't looking, my buddy. Guided by a smart deeper than what you get, not just by what feels known, I stir the hearts of people you've never met to reach out, moving them by the very inside I've given you sometimes before you even say a word. I clear paths for help you didn't ask for, maybe through sudden nice surprise supplies or chances you weren't chasing. I can turn the hearts of those with power to good you. I can open doors to places your past wouldn't normally let, causing your name to be known in rooms you've never been near. Know this, my buddy, you're not falling behind. You're not looked over. You're not forgotten. You're simply walking to a different beat, a speed set by your trust in me, where what you need shows as you move forward. Sometimes the help will only become seen after you take the step. This is why it might feel like walking in the dark or building something with stuff you can't see. I'm showing you that my giving is got through moving, not by staying still in what feels safe. I'm watching to see if you'll depend more on my word than on what your eyes show you. I'm seeing if you'll go forward guided only by my direction. And when you do, that's when the help shows up. That's when the ways forward become clear. That's when strangers become sources of aid. That's when my good rises above your fear. Be sure of this, my beloved buddy. Your trip isn't unknown to me. The path ahead is already laid out. The help you need has already been sent. Meetings you don't yet know about have already been set in place. The calling I placed in you didn't start in this world, nor will it be kept only by what's here. I started this work in you. I picked you for this job. I gave you the picture, the heavy for it, the way to talk of it, the inside strong. And because I started it, I'm yes to seeing it done. I'm not one who leaves not done what I've begun. I supply what I start. I guard those I call. I deliver what you need, not always when it feels comfy, but exactly when the time is right. This is why there have been slows. This is why some people had to leave your side. This is why the old ways of handling stopped working. I'm lining everything according to my plan, not the world's way of doing. Get this true, my buddy. You're drawing on stuff that can't be seen. This is what will puzzle many because from their view, your life won't make sense according to their getting. How you move forward, how you're held up, how you build things with little seen aid, it will surprise them. They will try to figure it, to explain it, to find a source they can get, but they won't be able to. The true is your help comes from places they can't see. This isn't only about world things, it's about inside food supply that goes beyond the normal world. Heaven backing that comes from places hidden from human eyes. Your strong doesn't come from what you earn. You don't rely on a steady flow of money. You're not waiting for someone to say yes to you or the world's claps. You're guided by something much more powerful. You're depending on me. Your steps aren't said by numbers in a book. You're directed by the sures I've set over you. You're not driven by the fear of missing what you need. You're guided by the much of believing. This is why you don't get worried like others, my buddy. This is why you keep moving ahead, even when what's seen doesn't match the picture I've given you. Because you're not walking by what you see, you're walking in step with my said want. Every yes step wakes something in the place you can't see. Every time you pick to trust me when it seems not reason. Every time you step forward feeling not enough or missing your drawing on my much stuff I've set aside. Inside, giving marked just for you. Giving filled with what you need. Giving holding times of big change. Giving much with links from me. My good on you. clear getting, and sudden let go. But here's the truth: these are got by trusting, not by worrying. They answer when you move, not when you're worried. You don't gain by saying your worries, you gain by believing me. This not seen giving is turned on by your steps of believing. When you walk trusting me, the place you can't see answers. When you say words that bring life, help is let go. When you refuse to give in what's right, I hold you're real. To those watching you, it won't make sense. They will wonder, how are they getting by like this? How are they able to keep going? How did they do that with no seen support? How do they stay peaceful in the middle of trouble? They will think you have help from a source they can't see. And you do. It simply isn't from this world. What they don't see is that you've been quiet, yes. You've been giving even when it was hard. You've been looking for my face, talking with me, helping others, and making offers without needing notice. You've been storing up worth in a place not seen by human eyes. And now you're feeling the good of my giving. You're getting from a place they can't get. Your link with me has been growing deeper for a long time. Now it's starting to become seen here. This is the beauty of being set aside, my precious buddy. The world looks at your outside spot, but they don't get your inside. Bond with me. They see you moving up, but they don't know you're quiet, yes. They see results, but they didn't see the hearts. They don't get that what keeps you isn't seen, but inside. My buddy, don't be confused when help reaches you from starts that seem not likely. Don't feel uneasy when support comes from someone you've never known. Don't question the heaven help that shows exactly when needed. For these are gifts from my not seen stuff, proof that the not seen real keeps perfect count even when the seen world seems not answering. This is why you're always kept. This is why spots line up good without warning. This is why you keep moving forward without a clear world why. Get this now, my precious buddy. My special good is making openings where stuff means couldn't. You've entered a different phase of time when the paths opening before you aren't the result of your things, your spot, or your links, but are a straight result of my good resting on you. You can't gain this kind of good through your own tries. It can't be bought with money. It's not a reward for being good or working hard. It's a special mark of yes from the not seen place that goes past world stops and makes you right for things that money could never get. This is the sort of good that goes against human getting. It's the kind that moves people to say, I can't explain it, but I felt a strong want to help you. It's the kind that brings your name to the front of chances you didn't chase. It's why you're welcomed into places you couldn't pay to enter. It's why others with more money back and papers are watching you step into roles they couldn't get. I'm placing you in spots that were before out of reach. I'm giving you into circles not meant for someone like you. I'm causing people to notice you who don't even get why they're drawn to you. And here's the truth, my buddy, it's not you they are drawn to. It's the good I've placed on your life. Good can't be seen, but its hit is far bigger than any amount of money. It's your standing before me. It's my heaven notice. It's the not seen real saying this one carries my mark. This is the way I give for those who belong to me. It goes beyond world riches. My buddy, it comes through my heaven direction. It's less about what you hold in your hand and more about the spot I give you. I'm lifting you up not just in the world's view, but in influence in hidden ways through the reach of my power. When stuff means would bar your way at the door, my blessing carries you straight into the inside rooms. When world stuff would prove too little, my hand guides you fully and gives you a seat. You show that my niceness opens doors when human papers fail. You're living proof that my blessing can't be copied or blocked. Others may not get why chances open for you. They may wonder why people go out of their way to help you big. They might talk among themselves thinking there's a simple why. But the real is it's from me. You're being carried by a power they can't see and can't stop. My blessing on your life is doing what money never could. It's making paths where none were. It's bringing chances from not thought spots. It's smoothing the way ahead of you before you even get there. Sometimes, my beloved, you'll be called forward simply because someone feels your being there is needed. Sometimes a heart will be moved to help you, and they won't get why. Sometimes those who once said no to you will suddenly welcome you, not knowing what changed their minds. This isn't human skill. It's not smart show. It's not playing. It's the sign of my hand on your trip. It's my specific blessing resting on you. And here's the most big part, my buddy. I'm using this blessing on your life to bring you into fields money could never buy. Because I want you to see that your path ahead depends not on your money, but on my guiding. I want you to know that your supply comes not from world builds, but from my inside. I want you to get that what opens in your life now isn't about your money state. It's fully linked to the reason I've set for you. I'm giving for you from places you don't see ahead. The opening of your trip will leave those watching you totally confused. This time is marked. By people seeing your life you're keeping on your going ahead and asking out loud, how is this possible? And they're right in their mix-up, my precious buddy, for my dose aren't held by world getting. They come from a place beyond the normal, and I'm on purpose bringing your help from directions you don't think. Your help isn't coming as others guessed. Your needs aren't being met by the work they thought you'd lean on. You're not being raised up by the builds they believed were your only choice. You're not being held up by those who said they'd help. Instead, I'm working in ways that are far from the usual. I'm directing people you've never met. I'm working through those who have no world reason to help you. Strangers you've never seen in person. People whose hearts are stirred to give to you though they can't explain the push. I'm placing pushes in the hearts of people you're not aware of. They may not know everything about you, but they feel you're inside. And that's all I need to work through them. You're in a time now where your help flows from sources I've picked, not from where people thought. This isn't help you asked for. These aren't links you built yourself. This isn't pay from world job. These are jobs picked from my place. I'm using what seems not usual to hold up what's set aside. I'm using the not seen to show you're walking in a calling that can't be got by the world's rules. You may not see the start, my beloved one, but it's surely on its way. It may not look as you pictured, but it will be exactly what you need because my supply isn't limited by your thoughts. It's not held back by your skills. It's not slowed by what you lack. I don't need the usual paths to bless you. I don't need you to have a spot for you to be cared for. I don't need your family's yes to raise you up. I don't need official yes to show you good. What I need is for you to listen and to trust me. That's all. And when the help comes, don't doubt it. Don't push it away. Don't turn from it because it feels new, like the person you don't know who offers to cover a cost for you. When not thought blessings come from someone wanting to support what I've given you to do, or a chance to use your gifts shows without warning, or a clear thought comes to you, or a way forward opens that you weren't even looking for. That's not random luck. That comes from me. This is my design opening. I'm giving for you from sources you didn't see ahead. And this specific way is on purpose. I set things this way so no one else can take credit. No one can claim they're the one guiding your trip. No one can try to control your path by pretending they're the source. It must be clear without doubt that this is my doing, only mine. I'm going past the usual routes to teach you to lean fully on me. I'm stepping around those who might block you because the paths they hold aren't the ones I've set for your trip. The help I send comes in a way that brings happy to me, not to anyone else. Your life is becoming a seen sign of how I give. Whether you see it or not, my treasured buddy, your life is starting to show everyone what happens when someone really trusts me. You're not just getting by. You're becoming a clear example of the help that comes from beyond the normal world. The way you live is starting to speak a message stronger than any words. And people are watching. Those around you, especially those who knew your past hards, are watching close. They remember the hard you faced. They saw you when times were hardest. They saw the times when you seemed to have nothing left. They remember when getting better felt can't, whether in your stuff, your feelings, or your inside. Yet here you stand steady, moving forward, growing. You're not just making it through. You're building. You're not just managing. You're growing more. And this doesn't make sense to them. They know your history. They know what you chose to leave behind. They know the challenges you beat. Their mix-up comes because the end they see doesn't match the limited means they thought you had. But that's exactly the point, my buddy. Your life isn't kept by your own tries. It isn't being kept floating by world methods. Your giving comes straight from my being there. Everything you have, everything you've got, every new door that opened, every chance that came just when needed. It's all proof. Proof that I don't just talk of giving, I do. Proof that when you listen to my voice, I give you what you need. Proof that when you leave the known and trust me fully, I answer with everything you didn't even know was needed. Every step you take forward is a clear sign, a mark I place on your path saying this is my doing. Each time you get something you weren't looking for. Each time your needs are given without a clear world start. Every time you stay standing when you might have fallen. That's my giving from beyond the normal world. Your life, my buddy, is now a clear message even to those who may not believe in me, because they can't ignore what they see. They notice a different bright about you. They see the going ahead you're making. They sense the peace you carry, and they're starting to get that something greater is guiding you. You've become a living example. Proof that I give for the jobs I give you. Proof that when human try reaches its end, my hand is there. Proof that my way of working isn't limited by human getting. You're the living answer to someone's quiet question. Can God really give if I step out in trust? You're the yes that they don't need to have everything perfect planned before they move forward. You're the Reminder that following my guiding is the way and trusting me is what makes it work. They will question what is the source of this help, and the true will always be the same. It's not your own strong. It's not some hidden stuff. It's not a secret better. It's me. This coming time will cause others to wonder, and some will turn their hearts toward me. Be ready. The time you're stepping into isn't just about facing hearts. It's about clear-seen proof. This is where I'll openly show my work through your life. It will feel like things are moving quick. Events will open faster than your back or feel can explain. Chances will show without you looking. What you need will come even before you know you need it. Those watching you will be confused. They will remember where you started, the hards you faced, and how not likely your going ahead seemed. Yet you'll be moving forward, doing well, setting things not through just try, but through my good. They will ask, how did this happen? You'll say, God did it. They will ask, who is holding you up? You'll answer, giving came from heaven. This isn't just about you moving forward. It's about you becoming a clear message, a message that following me still leads to much, a message that I still finish what I begin, a message that trusting me still makes ends. Even if the world can't get how this next time won't be explained by human thinking, it will be about what only I could do. Your own ables won't seem enough. Your links won't explain the good happening, but the end will be plain for all to see. So step forward with sure, my beloved buddy. Stay given to my guiding, because I'm not just giving for your comfy. I'm giving for you to show my truth through your life. You're a seen example that I've always been the source of your help, and this next step will cause others to wonder, and some will start to honor me not because of what you do, but because your life shows who I am. Now listen close, my treasured one, the big of this very second. Your feeling is deeper than it looks. This carries more meaning than you might get, and its heavy goes far beyond a quick chat. You're not here by chance, my precious buddy. This specific time was set aside for you by me. I've brought you here not just to give you facts, but to wake your inside with getting. What I'm about to share carries big weight. This is a message from my heart ready for you long before you knew you needed it. And I know you might feel tired or taken attention, my beloved. But this is the exact time I've picked, quieting other things, to bring you to a key point. I've been guiding your steps, quiet, gently pulling you back when you went off-road, holding space for you even when you weren't listening. Now I'm making my voice can't miss, not to startle you, my buddy, but to stir your inside. Maybe you haven't fully seen the path you were on. You've walked known loops, carried heavy not seen, which kept you from becoming the full show of who I made you to be. My want for you wasn't just getting by through hard. It was win over it. I shaped you to change your around, to be a source of light where shadows gather, to bring answers into hard spots. Yet there's a block. You can't shine fully if something ties you. You can't move forward if you're held to yesterday. You can't step into your one-of-a-kind reason if you pull back to what seems safe, but holds you back. I'm starting something new in this very second, but you must pick to let go of whatever keeps you tied. This is a point where I've stepped in a big crossing place between where you've been and where you're going. And what I'm about to share carries the chance of changing everything. When my voice is heard, it's not mere noise. It holds weight. It has the able to loosen what holds you. It lights up what lies not seen. It faces what isn't real. So don't hold back, my buddy. Don't put this off. This isn't about watching something from outside. It's about taking in the very talk your inside has wanted. So come near, find your breath. Let the world's noise quiet down, my beloved, because I'm ready to speak. And when I do, things will shift. My buddy, get this true firm. What feels like falling apart is often just being remade. Your fights aren't proof that you're not enough. They are the exact road to growing into the person I want you to be. When I let pressure, it's because you're valued by me and I'm active in your life. When I'm shaping you, it's because I've called you. Hard times aren't a final spot. They are a not seen climb. Let me say clear, my precious one, the very feels you pull back from often hold. The secret to your keeping on, that uneasy spot you sidestep, that hard talk you put off, that high aim you push away because it seems too big. That's where your growing lives. That's where your able waits to be found. That's where your real trip calls you. Many of my kids meet something they'd rather go around. Some shy from being seen because old hurts stay. Some avoid being in charge because carrying heavy feels too not sure. Some go around the straight road of yes because it asks for let go. Some wait to try again because a past wrong step puts scare. Some steer clear of self-control because it means leaving known habits. But here's what's real, my buddy. What you're sidestepping could be the exact door I ready to guide you onward. That challenge that feels huge could be your most big job. That spot you dread might be the exact place where your life's reason will grow. Don't run from it. Go toward it. You weren't brought into being to avoid the strong. You were brought into being to bear it. I didn't call you to comfy. I called you to your life's aim. And that aim always needs a price. But beyond that price lies clear getting inside power and knowing you're real who in me. You won't find your real self by staying where things feel safe. You'll find it the instant you face what you've been steering clear of. My focus isn't on making sure you're comfy. My yes is to ready you. Ready you to carry heavy, ready you to speak real, ready you to stand where you're one of. A kind give is needed. So yes, I let you go through times of challenge not to hurt you, but to ready you. Get this? Easy doesn't make inside keeping on. Simple doesn't unlock might. The trying time isn't a bad luck. It's a space for getting smart. It's where your sharp points are made fine, your inside strong becomes clear, and your specific reason is yes. That's why I let the pressure. Not because you're being taken apart, my buddy, but because you're being made clear. This isn't just a nice notion. It's inside true. The demanding time is real. The hurt is real. But so is the shaping that happens in it. So, let this real sink deep into your being, my treasured one. Sidestepping the hard time puts off your growing. You can't grow mighty by going around the challenge. You can't be given what lies ahead if you haven't withstood the making of this time. Don't ask to be saved the pressure. Ask to keep through it. Because beyond this demanding time is the version of you ready for the big of my being there. Get this with an open inside, my beloved. My aim isn't to break you. My aim is to teach you. You might feel heavy by strain, let down, or tired. But what if you're not being buried at all? What if you're being held down? What if this challenge is the exact spot where your next growing is opening? Discomfort isn't always a result. Sometimes it serves as guiding. Sometimes the insights you hold on to most firm are those got through, not thought sad. I let the hard times, the stretching, the waiting not to cause you hurt, but to remake you. You're not just passing through something, you're going ahead because of it. And growing inside doesn't happen in the simplest spots. It happens in the demanding low points, in the tight areas, in the places where trust must try to stay steady. What others meant to harm you, I'm using for your going ahead. What they meant for bad, I'm using to raise you higher. You didn't go through all that just to get by. My buddy, you went through it to show others how to really live. So hear this again with clear getting. What you see as a fight, I see as a place for learning. What feels like a slow is my perfect ready. What you call push away is really my turning. And what you felt would break you is the exact thing I'm using to get you ready. This isn't your end. It's your making. Many want a great reason, my beloved buddy, but they don't want the training needed to carry it. They want the end without the try, the blessing without the pressure, the influence without the shaping. But in my place, there are no shortcuts to true honor. Everyone must pass through hard tests to be proven. Some went through being not seen, though picked and set aside. Some were given big, but were tested. So if you feel pressured, stretched, or not settled, know this. You're not feeling this because I'm unhappy. I'm ready you. You're not falling apart. You're being put together stronger. I'm not trying to make you comfy. I'm shaping you to stand firm, my beloved. I'm not raising up those who give up easy. I'm raising up those who can carry heavy burdens and stand tall. Who can walk through strong pressure without giving, who can face scare things and not turn back. If this process feels demanding, it's because the reason is vast. You were never meant to fade into the back. You were meant to carry a deep light. Sometimes you might think that if something is hard, it can't be from me. But that thought is misleading. Hard doesn't mean you're off-road. In fact, following my guiding is rarely the easiest road. My ways often need climbing and facing against, not because I want your pain, but because I'm leading you through a process that builds lasting, strong trust, and inside keeping on. I didn't promise a life without challenges, but I promised I'd be with you through every one. This means the right path won't be crowded. It won't always feel easy, but it will be special. It will be filled with my being there and power. You weren't made for shortcuts. You were made to walk the focused path with my inside in you and reason guiding your steps. The hard road is where true change happens. It's where change starts, and it's where you'll find me closest to your side. Let's look deeper. Each time you face something tough and don't give up, I see it. Each time you go through pain and still turn your heart toward me, you're being formed into something the one who against you can't mess. Your sad can become deep inside strong. Your lowest times can become the base for your influence. This is my way. Going through tests brings lasting strong. That strong shapes who you are, and who you are gives stuff to your hope. So what you felt was destroying you is actually making you stronger. What you thought was the finish line is just the start of your rise. I'm using this process to make you can't stop, not by your own power but by mine. There's something you're holding back from, something not comfy, stretching, maybe even scary. What if I showed you that facing this very thing is the place where your reason becomes clear, that hard talk, that hard choice, that step you wait to take? It's not just a heavy. It's the door to what comes next. The true is I give you strong. To meet things head on, not to run from them. Your reason isn't in comfy. It's in walking where I lead you. I can't lift you up in areas you refuse to face. I can't bless what you hide. The key second isn't waiting for spots to get better. It's waiting for you to step forward with brave. Don't pull back. Face it. Go toward what you've been avoiding, because the free and going ahead you need are found on the other side of that challenge. Between my say and the work I have for you, there's a time of quiet ready. This happens in places away from the crowds, where your inside is tested, your trust is made deeper, and you learn to lean only on me. It's where challenges come, but my inside teaches you. If he needed that time to ready for his job, you need it too, my precious buddy. Your now hard isn't a wrong turn. It's the needed trip between knowing you're called and being ready to go. Don't push it away. Walk through it, because when you come out, you'll walk in power. Sometimes you think hard means you're far from what I've promised, but in true it often means you're nearer than you think. Just as pressure gets strong, just before a big come, your inside strong grows, just before what I've promised is given. When things rise against you, when everything feels like it's falling apart, when troubles seem to come from everywhere, stop and remember this, my beloved one. This strong second is the final push before things open up. I'm not causing you pain. I'm moving you ahead, and the one who against you isn't hitting you because you're weak. He hits you because you carry my light and the chance of big hit. He sees what I've placed in you and the difference you're meant to make. You feel this pressure because my inside is in you, ready you. So don't give up now. You're not far. You're at the door. The biggest lie the one who against you whispers when things are hard is this: you can't handle this. But let me remind you of a true from me, my treasured buddy. Yes, you can. You're not weak. You're not easily broken. I haven't forgotten you. You were made just for this time and this challenge. I didn't guide you this far just to leave you now. The strong you feel isn't a sign you're failing. It's a sign you're becoming who I made you to be. So whatever happens, you're not alone. You won't be beat.